You're listening to the Giddy Gigmeister podcast. This podcast may contain some crazy language, spoilers, and absolute buffoonery. Listener's discretion is advised. Here's a sneak peek at today's episode.
Hello.
We're not ready.
She wasn't ready.
I mean, we're still. No. I just was saying hello to you.
Imagine if we loaded into the meeting and then immediately started. Immediately.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your giddy goggles on. You're listening in 4K HD, baby. Here come your hosts, the Giddy Gigmeisters.
Hey.
Hi,
Howdy!
And welcome to the Giddy Gigmeisters Season 2 episode about Movicals. What?
Hey. Okay, but
We
per
are-
tradition. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow. We were proudly providing lessons,
Nah.
questionable quotables, and a plethora of performance tales, dutifully detailing turbulence and triumph and entertainment and everything. But I guess Cece just doesn't care about that.
Nah,
ahead.
they already
Go
know.
ahead, Cece. No, go ahead, Cece. Go ahead. You go ahead. That's fine. Cool, whatever.
Yes, the whole thing is interrupting, so I interrupted. You're welcome. All right.
Ooh.
So everybody's favorite part of the podcast, I know, my segment. Yes, okay. So we're gonna get into it. It's time for Cece's fit check. Bow, 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 bow. You're welcome. It's extra today because I'm feeling extra.
Serve.
You're welcome. So
Yes.
let's take it off
Always
real
extra.
quick. Okay, so of course today I had to pop out in this super cute pink. You will find out why later. And it's super ruffly. I like
Why
to
are
play
you
with
just-
it.
I have to censor that.
Censor! And we don't have a visual giggity for that. I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
It's literally just stop. It's a shirt. You
There
guys.
are
Put those-
children Cece out here on the internet, please.
Put those away.
Oh, okay.
She's over here
Anyway.
defying
It is
gravity
cute,
with
though.
her.
The fit is
Yeah.
fitting.
Okay, the fit is fitting. Okay. Now,
Yeah, pink ruffle little top, and then your pants. What pants?
my pants, they're like yoga pants.
Paisley yoga pants. Those are cool.
Yeah, thank you. I got
think
them
want
at Charlotte Rue's before they closed. So
Oh,
if that tells you how
alright.
old I am, you're welcome.
R.I.P. Charlotte Ruse.
Oh, and these cute little space buns. I love my
Yes!
space bunnies. And
And the glasses.
Barbie
Oh.
glasses. Oppie.
Honestly, and what she's not even telling you guys, and I know we've gone over 20 seconds, but the pearl necklace and then like the sheer cardigan, yes, the whole fit was giving. We'll post pictures.
I'm just still salty about her interrupting me.
That's my job, JCAT.
I'm not even the fit doesn't even affect me anymore. It's just
Oh, you cannot disrespect the fit.
Wow.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna go right over JCat's comment and skip to my fit check because mine kind of goes with yours, Miss Pink.
Mhm.
I today am wearing a black cardigan, black leggings, and a green kind of long shirt and a black belt. Actually, I'll stand up for this. Little black belt. And then a little tiny hat. A tiny black hat because I think
so
it's funny.
cute.
Also, if my voice sounds funny today, it's because I scratched it up last night just hollering karaoke. So that's
wow.
gonna be part of my fit check is the scratchy voice.
Oh, well,
That's so
since JCAT
cool.
doesn't want to be a part of it, then we'll just skip him.
That's cool. Let's move on to our next segment.
JCat is naked. That is correct. That's
Yeah,
what he's using a fit check. Moving
Yeah.
on.
I don't get a fit check. What's our next segment?
No, give us your fit check.
No.
Please, while we still have cameras.
I'm just very Americana. Just kind of like a shirt with another shirt on top of it. It's very floofy, kind of, I guess, little shawl kind of deal. And I'm wearing headphones. on my head and glasses, and you'll never know if I'm wearing pants. Because you'll never ever bring me down.
Like his pants.
Like my pants.
I guess if you don't wear them, they can't bring you down.
They can't. I can't be pants either. Can't be pants if you're not wearing pants.
Can you be underpants?
No.
But if your underpants are not underpants, then what are they?
Hey, Cece, isn't this like over 20 seconds?
Oh, yeah, but I'm very intrigued by this conversation right now.
Asking the important questions on the Movicals episode of the Giddy Gigmeisters podcast.
Comment below your answers.
Hey, did you miss us? Because we're back with more giddiness on the Giddy Gigmeister podcast.
The Giddy Gigmeisters did a super special thing today, and we saw the new Wicked movie. Hey, hey, hey.
Yes, we did. We went to go see it. We went to go together. We got the matinee tickets. Julia didn't want to order them online. Very smart
I
of
don't
her.
pay for service fees. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Thank you. We appreciate the foresight. I was honestly surprised that the theater wasn't like packed, swarmed with women covered in green, head to toe, face to foot, just covered in green. I think it was just mostly a bunch of kids and their parents and some people. But Julia, what are your thoughts on the Wicked movie Part 1?
Wicked was better than I expected. I think I went in with lower expectations, hoping it wouldn't be awful, like just hoping like if I go in with low, then they'll like have to meet it or like, but it was really good. I'm actually really looking forward to part 2. And initially, I think because it was only a part 1, I also was not excited because I'm like, we don't even get the full movie. But oh my goodness, they delivered on so much. A lot of moments that are really probably quick on stage. They get to really like dive in and just really feel the moments. Oh, God, there's so much to touch on. The music, gorgeous. Costumes, stunning. Practical sets, amazing. SpongeBob was there.
He was there.
SpongeBob was there. Bridgerton guy was there. And no other spoilers. In fact, once again, this will be out for months after.
Yeah.
This comes out. So
spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen it by now, what are you doing? What are you doing?
If it hasn't become on, if it hasn't become on streaming or anything, come on, go see Wicked Part 1. I'll go next since I'm going to defy Julia's expectations. I've only seen Wicked in person once, and I was actually late. We arrived at the theater late, so they wouldn't let us in until after, I think, like with some of like the beginning songs or whatever. So when she got the shiz was when I walked in to the thing. So I didn't get to see everything, but really enjoyed it. So I wasn't like a huge Wicked fan. I know sacrilege. Oh my gosh, burn them at the stake. But I acknowledged it. I'm glad that it exists. Did not win and has never won Best Musical at the Tony Awards. So, I just didn't really give it the time of day. But I'm really glad I gave it, 3 hours of my life to when we went to go see it. Because it was really fun. I don't know. It's just so interesting seeing a conversation about like not enjoying your own skin and wanting to change that and feeling like you don't belong or you don't have power or like everyone really doesn't like you. I really enjoyed those moments in the movie where it was kind of like, no, people do care about you and like people like you're beautiful on your own and whatnot. So that's what I really got out of the movie. I was crying at some points in the movie. I know Cece was probably sobbing the second the Universal logo came on in black and white.
It's so different.
She's like, it reminds me of 1936. But
I remember Technicolor. The screens.
And speaking of Technicolor, the choreography, really loved the choreography in this. The songs felt really natural. I know that they sang live on set and they just kind of translated that. I really enjoyed Wicked. And I'm excited for part 2.
Woo-woo. I was gonna say you spent 3 hours doing it, but 3 hours so far.
Yes.
So far investing in this movie. So
I'm excited for the extended like Lord of the Rings cut of Wicked Part 1 and 2. Like I can't wait
commentary.
I can't wait for the 10-hour Part 1, Part 2 sing along that's gonna be released in theaters. I'm ready for it.
Oh yes, I'm so excited for the sing along. Because actually coming into this.
The dog is also excited for the sing along.
He's very excited for the sing along. Speaking of the sing along, I actually never saw Wicked on stage before coming to see the movie.
Wow.
Blasphemy!
Even the theater people have seen Wicked. It's the one they know.
Nobody mourns the wicked.
However, I will say I didn't know all the songs. So I knew the soundtrack coming in, but I just didn't really know the context of it or what it was exactly about. So it was really exciting to kind of go in with this fresh experience of it without having any expectations for the film. I think that made me cry more.
Oh my gosh. Well, actually, going back to Cece went in blind, which I think is crazy for Wicked, especially Wicked Part 1. She doesn't even know how this ends yet. I mean, she's heard the musical. She only has whatever hints from the soundtrack, but I can't believe you went in blind because honestly, the one time I saw Wicked on stage, I feel like they're very completely different experiences.
Yeah.
The movie's a completely different experience. It's the same story and the same feelings and all the same, like, it's all there, but it feels like a completely different presentation of it.
And I feel like a lot of young kids are gonna come in, like they're gonna be the experience Wicked. This is their first experience of seeing Wicked. Is this going to be this movie? And it's kind of interesting. Like I was saying, it's gonna like breed a new generation of theater kids who are gonna see this movie and be like, "Yeah, I love this movie." I also really liked how they didn't really. I guess they didn't ham it up. Like, you know how like some movie musicals will just go straight ham and kind of make everything kind of cheesy, but this movie kind of took the source material very seriously in terms of like staying true to like the characterizations of a lot of things. But yeah, Cece, did you have anything else to add?
Yeah, I want to actually comment on that. Like, I loved the subtle comedy that they played on within each of their characters.
The hair whipping.
For those who can't see, yes, we're hair whipping. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I was not expecting what I got to witness, and I'm overall very pleased with my experience. 10 out of 10. Recommend. If you have not seen it yet, please just take some time to just like isolate yourself and just sit down and really pay attention. Really feel what's happening, really understand what's going on, because even though it is a movie and it's fictional, there's so much real life in it still.
Yeah, I think it touched on a few very interesting things, like a kind of animal cruelty a little bit.
Yes.
Like speaking out about things you believe in, colorism, and just like being a person of color, even though it's a green, it's
a literal color,
like a literal
is on the Roy G. Biv.
Oh, one of my favorite lines. As spoilers, when in the beginning when she's like she's a color, she's a suitable color.
Perfectly acceptable color.
I was like,
shots fired. I was like, this film was not holding back.
so good.
No, I think you guys are right though. Like, I mean, despite like all these also like sassy little add-ins and the sorry, I don't want to cut you off. You were on a topic. You were on.
No. You keep going. Keep going.
Are you
You're
sure?
cooking. You're cooking, Julia.
You was cooking, and I pushed you out of the way.
Cook, Julia, cook.
Continue cooking, Julia.
No, all I was gonna say is that based on like kind of what you guys were saying, I think what it was is the performances were grounded in reality and realism. I feel like with the characters, like you said, going through what they're going through. And I think that the rest of the musical just being the whimsical world is what you come for. But like I said, the performance is feeling very grounded, I think was really good. It did keep it from feeling cheesy or over the top, or like, even though it was a spectacle, didn't feel overly spectacle, if that makes sense.
No, I agree. I think they saved the spectacle for like the singing moments and like the ending. Like I think they kind of pick and chose their moments for spectacality. It just made me very happy. I enjoyed the movie. I could definitely see it being like something you put on for like movie nights, or like a feel good movie when you're sick or something. Like definitely highly recommend. It gets the Gigmeister seal of approval.
That's so official.
Yes.
Seal of approval, and we're using it on Wicked is the first one, I guess.
Wicked's the first
Wow, yeah.
thing ever to get our stamp of approval.
I mean, we did give American citizenship.
We did do that. We did grant 2 American citizenships in our first season. We had special powers every season. So
and we get a seal of approval.
We got a stamp.
Period.
We got our own notary. We're good. We're killing it.
It's official.
Oh, Cece, do you have any? I'm intrigued now. Do you have any like part 2 predictions?
I'm gonna guess some. Okay, so I feel like based off of the information that I have, knowing that it's like based
government secret
and set in the world of Wizard of Oz, that it's like obviously she dies. Like they already
they kind of open with that. It's like the openings. It felt like Terminator.
Like, she dies.
They're coming over the bodies. They're like, "What happened, Glinda? What happened?" And they're like, "She was a kid once." Over the wreckage and the smoke or whatever's going on.
Like I feel like Glinda is going to is secretly the Wicked Witch, based off of her like personality and the way of her like turning and going with the wizard and the other lady's scheme.
Interesting.
Because now that they're separated and Glinda still has this like perfect version of herself and the I need people to like me kind of situation in order to have power, that like she gets power hungry. I feel like Alphaba might try to find somebody to believe her, even though everyone is out against her, because I know she still has her sister and whatever that guy's name was, the prince.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Can I just I know we're not supposed to get into politics on this podcast, but
Glenn Powell.
No. Trust me. So the whole drama behind this movie was that Ariana Grande divorced her husband, and the guy, SpongeBob guy, divorced his wife when they met on this set of part 1. And then they started dating each other after filming and things like that. So, and then Ariana Grande released her latest album this year in like kind of response to being like, and what are you gonna do about it? Like the yes and like that whole album was just like I don't care. Yes. But it was
sample the SpongeBob laugh. Whatever whatever,
Yeah,
or whatever, and put it in her songs.
I agree.
Add
The funny thing was like his plot line was that he was pining over another woman in this movie, even though he was dating
a
Alphaba's sister. And when that clicked in my head that was the storyline for him, I was like, they had to have known. Someone had to have known that this was happening, and they just did it. I was genuinely just surprised they left it in. I was like, kudos to them.
I think this comes full circle. I think this goes back all the way to last season, dating in the industry, going to method acting, and actually falling in love with someone instead of just pretending. And maybe he did. Maybe he went too far. Maybe his poor wife didn't know that he would say yes to a job and that he would say no to a marriage after.
He just say yes to the dress and no to the mess.
That boy is mine.
And
wow.
She can have whoever she wants. Literally. I will step out and say that I am a little bit of an Ariana Grande hater sometimes. However, she killed it. She was amazing. We were kind of comparing her to Kristen Chenoweth as anybody else would. And while she stuck to, I feel like, the bones of the character and of the cookie cutter, she still, I feel like, made it her own. And I think that's really hard. That's a role that people have been doing as a cookie cutter for probably all time since it's been done. But
yeah,
good job, Ariana. Even if you're married, dating SpongeBob now.
I think that this is honestly one of the best examples of how to do a movie musical right. Like for people who are like, oh yeah, let's make Hamilton a movie musical, let's do blah 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 blah, whatever. This is how you do it. Like if they ever decide to remake the Phantom of the Opera movie, as another movie, or anything else as a movie that's currently on or has been on Broadway, this is a really good template for how to just kill it really well. So that's my preference. I think people should take note of how to do the things, make a musical feel like a good movie as well.
Yeah, and it didn't sound gross like Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast was all auto-tuned and fake and weird.
I hated Beauty and the Beast.
That's how you don't do a musical.
Yeah, literally. For clarification, we're talking about the live action.
Live action. Oh my god, I would never disrespect the cartoon.
I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, this is if you're gonna do a live action movie musical, this is how you do it. Practical sets. Spend that budget. Spend it. Yeah, because it feels like a lot of movies are scared of choreography, and I was seeing so much choices, so many cool, interesting choices of choreography and things like that. I was like incorporating it into the surroundings and everything. I was like, yes, this is how you do it.
It down.
They were throwing it back in the Emerald City.
Yeah, they were.
There was some twitchy choreography. I didn't know if I was vibing with it. I was gonna pick your guys' brain on that because I don't know if I was vibing with it. I don't know if it made sense to me for Emerald City to be so not quite giggity, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Sorry for the viewers who are not watching. Right. I did my giggity, but no, they were very arms and shoulders and isolated movements. I don't know how else to describe that.
It felt a little all over the place for me that there was a lot of different types of choreography that were happening, a lot of different styles kind of put together. Personally, I don't think a lot of it was smooth, but that could have been the intention of what they were going for. We don't know what the choreographer's mindset for this was.
That's fair.
Yeah. It felt like there were 6 choreographers who were all, but for every song they were all on set teaching different sections. Like, hey, these background ensemble members, like these 15, they're mine, and we're gonna crump.
Yeah.
And then you have like your classical Broadway choreographer who like has like 50 people, and they're like, all right, we're gonna do this, like some pot de berets and things like that. But when it was all thrown together, it felt like it was a little much. And there was some distracting choreography that kind of drew me away from some things. I think the best executed choreography was probably oh no, in the library and during Loathing, Dancing Through Life and Loathing, I think had the best choreography. Although I will say Popular had really fun camera work with the singing that I really liked. So those are my 2 cents on the choreography. I think it was a little much, but I enjoyed it.
Right. I think, or maybe both of you said it, but about it feeling like the different styles, and maybe it is on purpose, maybe because we start in Munchkin Land and we go to Shiz and then we go to Oz. Or Emerald City. And so those are 3 different lands where they even had different costumes. Like they had different colors and costumes and different things. So it would make sense if we saw at least 3 different styles of dance. And then probably even on top of that, they go to the ballroom, right? They go to the ballroom and it's like a whole dance club. So then that had its own vibe too. Like I think the costumes got weirder. We're doing it's the moves were a choice. That felt a little Wednesday inspired to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's the isolated one person dancing with everybody watching and they're making some once again choices. But that was also really sweet though. That scene was really well done because the quiet, like this, it wasn't silent, but it felt so quiet. Like the emotional, like tension was so like pin drop, and I think all of us cried a little bit during that by the end of that one. By the end of that scene, that was crazy.
I think if there had been like maybe when in her like childhood back like flashback, if there was a moment where she was like doing the choreo with like someone,
maybe with her nanny or something.
There was nothing for it to call back to. That I know of, that I remember seeing. I don't remember seeing that move or something.
So I think that moment was it was like I was a little confused, but like once everyone, like once Ariana Grande, Glinda came out and did it and did it with her. I enjoyed it, but I think if there had been a callback, I will say one of my favorite choreo moments. It was absolutely uncalled for in the beginning, but I remember looking over at Julie and I was like, when I go to a funeral, this is how I'm gonna dance, because everyone they were throwing it in the beginning. They're like, the Wicked Witch is dead. They were stomping. And I was like,
she's dead.
And I was like, this is like, I'm feeling like concerned. I was like, they're getting too into this.
It's like, what did she do? They hate her so much,
right?
What did she do?
I'm excited for the next film, but it gets movie musicals. This was a great one. So
Excuse me, where do you think you're going? The Giddy Gigmeisters podcast will be right back.
There are so many good ones, in fact, that we wanted to share our top 3s with you guys, because there are just so many good ones and we can't dive into all of them individually right now. But I'll go ahead and serve you guys up my top 3 movie musicals, or Movicals as we're calling them. I don't think that this is in any particular order. I even have like an honorable mention. I am in love with Mamma Mia, Enchanted with Amy Adams, and Moulin Rouge, even though I hate Nicole Kidman. So
those are my
top 3 musicals. Honorable mention, I do love Phantom. I used to fall asleep to it, but I feel like who doesn't love Phantom?
I don't know if I like the movie version, just because Gerard Butler's voice is a little weird for me. But Masquerade in that movie is great.
Goes hard.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to go next? Top three Movicals.
next. Does it have to be a live action musical? Like with people?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I kind of have my number one, and then I have like two that are tied. I technically probably have like a top 8, but for sure my tied for second is The Lion King and The
Ooh.
Wiz.
Okay, now that because you said the Wiz, so intrigued because what were your thoughts? Okay, I'm sorry, not to bring it back to Wicked, but what were
They're related,
I caught a few references to the Wiz in Wicked. I don't know if they were intentional.
No, definitely, because they had mirrors to other things too.
Right. Like Julia mentioned, Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Some reference at Matilda. There was some Matilda giving things.
Stick to the status quo when they were in the
Stick to the
lunchroom.
status
Oh yes.
quo.
There was a lot of musical references.
But what were your thoughts on like comparing the Wiz to Wicked? If you can, I don't know.
So I'm trying to think about like what like specific things that you're talking about that you noticed. I'm intrigued.
I will say that Jeff Goldblum's Wizard gave me a lot of like Richard Pryor's Wizard, or like they both felt like, because they were both like both very like unsure of actually like knowing their lines, and so they just like they should just Richard Pryor in The Wizard of Oz. Like Jeff Goldblum is in Wicked. It's just Richard Pryor in The Wiz. And it kind of gave me the little bit of that, but I was just wondering, like, just costume wise and colors and messages wise.
I feel like The Wiz is a little bit darker than Wicked was. I feel like The Wiz being kind of like, for me, like The Wiz is the original Wizard of Oz. Like Wizard of Oz doesn't touch The Wiz for me. So I just like I really enjoy like the culture that they bring into The Wiz a lot. And so I do like that they kind of touched on that too in Wicked, but I don't think it was as much.
Honestly, if anything deserved a live action remake, The Wiz. They have the talent for it in our generation. To do
I don't
The
know
Wiz.
if I could. I don't know if I could watch a remake of The Wiz.
Wait, hold on, because JCAT was like, we have the talent this generation. And Cece was like, I don't know if I can, guys. I don't know.
Cece's scared. Cece's scared because they're gonna
so busy lately.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can remake The Wiz
Wow,
right
Cece.
now.
Wow, Cece. You're just scared
Cece.
because you're just scared because they're gonna have Megan Thee Stallion be the Wicked Witch of the West.
That's what I'm saying.
How could she go up against Megan?
They're like Cardi B is gonna be Galinda.
It's The Wiz for me is like perfect. Like I think it's perfectly written. I think the way that they filmed it is just incredible. I love all of the technicality stuff, and without having the CGI, it feels so much more real.
Right. But like Leslie Odom Jr. being the Tin Man. Lin-Manuel Miranda writing new songs.
No.
Why is it always
no? I mean, he's so talented, but he can't touch everything, okay?
He's the only. Stop touching stuff, Lin-Manuel Miranda. I
want to smack Lynn's hand. Lin-Manuel, every time he wants to touch a project, every time he's like, "Oh, what's that?" And you're no.
The Gigmeisters officially give you a restraining order. Cease and desist.
That's right. This is an anti-Lin-Manuel Miranda podcast. That's taking a hard stance. No, I won't go there. We have some Hamilton stands that will burn me down.
No, we love him. Also, Vivo, if you guys haven't seen Vivo, he wrote that as well and stars in it. It's on Netflix. It's an animated musical. 10 out of 10. That's
Is
on
he
my
part of
that's
the
on my
Moana
top
stuff
list.
now or no?
He's at Mufasa. He's doing Mufasa, the Mufasa movie. Pretty sure. I don't think he's.
Let's move on.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see this musical. What kind of music they bring to Mufasa, because The Lion King is just
The Lin-Manuel Miranda Lion King is what they're bringing. But
Lin-Manuel Mufasa.
Wait, I didn't get to tell my number one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So tied for number 2 is The Wiz and The Lion King, the original or the
Yes, the original.
Okay, original. Awesome.
Original.
Okay.
And then British JCAT already knows what my number one is. But it's Rent.
Yeah, it's Rent.
Of course.
It's Rent.
Of course.
It is my number one.
What else could it mean?
That
I mean,
movie
be
is literally like a lifeline, you know?
I don't think. Hold on, wait. We have to go back because Julia said a great pun, and I don't think you caught it.
Oh
Cece.
no, I didn't.
So Julia, say that again.
No, I have ADHD. I already forgot.
No.
I said, who else could it me? I mean, be. Not good at all. Thank you, Jacob. That was very nice of you.
No,
Give me a second chance
I caught
to
it.
deliver my joke.
I guess it's my turn.
Yes, please. I've been waiting.
So not in this order, but and I have 2 honorable mentions. But my first one is West Side Story from 2021. I saw that in theater. Why is Cece making that face? Why?
I hated the 2021 version. I did not like it. It was just like, why? The balcony scene, it was gross.
I didn't see it. I was protesting on Cello Gore.
Jacob, I'm sorry.
But I don't know how you could pick the modern one over the 19.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The original
1960s version
is so much better.
What a hot take. Sorry, JCat. Please. Thank God that was not your first choice, because it's in no particular order. But
yeah, okay. Well, if you had let me cook a little bit longer, I would have explained that I like both versions. You know what? You guys, no, you ruined it. You ruined it. No.
Our
opinions shocked.
Don't matter. Our opinions literally don't even matter.
I don't like the modern one over the 1961 version, because the 1961 version I love. I think it's one of the best. I think it's just overall one of the best movies of all time. I said the West Side Story 2021 version mostly because that was the one I got to go see in theaters in person. So I got to experience it with other theater kids, and we were all jamming with it. So the experience of going to go see that movie was a lot of fun. So that's why it was very memorable to me. So it was one of my favorite movie musicals because of that experience, seeing it in theaters with some friends. And plus, I just really, what's her name? Ariana DeBose. I'm gonna say her name wrong. Ariana DeBose. She did. DeBoise. I thought she did really well. So I enjoyed it. I think the 61 version is superior. So I would say both West Side Stories are tied in my West Side Story compartment. High School Musical 2.
Period.
You can't not have High School Musical. One of the High School Musicals has to be on there.
With Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apua'a in it or cut out?
In it. That needs to be in. That needs to be in. I don't know why they would cut it unless,
It's racist.
That's clown hours.
but it's Disney Channel.
It's
It can't-
culturally
Tisdale did that for
insensitive.
But
I think that's why they
She was
cut
trying
it.
to educate us
It's-
on
it's-
more culture.
It's culturally relevant. It's culturally relevant.
Oh my gosh.
I loved it. I
Um,
have the soundtrack with the song on it, like the CD when they came out with them. Yes.
I still have Fabulous on one of some of my girl music playlists.
Period.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry. To the final top three
No, it's
reveal
all right.
from JCAT.
So this was very tough to pick, but I'm gonna have to go with Prince of Egypt. The DreamWorks Prince of Egypt. I think that's one of the best movies ever. That movie still carries so much weight in my life, just like personally. I love that movie so much. It's star-studded cast, and of course, the only collaboration I believe with Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. Still, and that's such a great song. When you still, if when you believe, it's a great movie, great song. Honorable mention, Beauty and the Beast special edition, which came out, I believe, in 2003, but it has the song Human Again put back into it. And I love that song, Human Again.
is so good.
Love it.
I literally
love
just
the
saw
whole...
Beauty and the Beast live, and I was a little mad because their Human Again did not even come close to be our guest. And I know that they're not the same. However, I do feel for the emotional arc of all of the people who are objects in the castle, Human Again should almost be bigger than Be Our Guest, because Be Our Guest is showmanship for Belle, but Human Again is for them. They are excited to be humans. So,
I love that
Human
song.
Again is gorgeous waltz. Thank you. Sorry, that's my tangent.
No, I love Human Again. And then Quest for Camelot, which is also one of my favorite movies, very endearing to my soul. I believe it won Best Original Song, because there's like a Celine Dion, the song The Prayer, it comes from that movie. Like I pray beyond, like that movie brought that into the spotlight and it won some awards. So I love that movie so much. Yeah, so if you ever want to listen to Gary Oldman be a villain and sing in an animated movie with a chicken that has a hatchet for a head, Quest for Camelot is your movie. I love that movie. So those are my tops. My tops. My
I've not
taps.
heard of that last one, but
I
your
heard-
taps.
Taps.
But Prince of Egypt goes hard.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
If
I
you
don't
haven't
know what
listened to the
women-
soundtrack,
Anyone who hasn't tried to sing the
For real.
And I know somebody who they are planning on dancing to that one song that I don't know the lyrics at all, but it's the
yes.
They're planning on dancing to that at their wedding, and I'm stoked for them.
I believe it's Through Heaven's Eyes. Through Heaven's
Okay.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it goes hard. People forget about that one. Even non-Christians grew up like that, saw it. Were like, that was a good movie. That was a great movie.
Yes.
To be honest, like the way that movie even got made is so insane. Because I remember the little like disclaimer at the beginning of the movie was like, this was made with like the passion of people of belief and non-belief coming together. But it was like a passion project, and they put all their ducks in a row for it. And if you haven't listened to the official movie soundtrack, please do, because there's Boyz II Men on that album, so many great songs, and then I think there's an actual stage musical that was on the West End. So intrigued if they continue to bring if they bring it to Broadway or not. I have a weird question, and this may get into bad territory of tangents. Why is it that a lot of really prominent, amazing, beautiful Black women actresses have to be a different color to like get into big blockbuster movies? Like not Zoe Saldana. Yeah, for Avatar. She had to be green, and then she was blue for Avatar. And then Rosario Dawson was orange for Ahsoka. She was the live action Ahsoka. And then of course Cynthia. I mean, I'm sure she was thrilled to be Elphaba, but like Cynthia is entirely green for this movie, but it just feels so, I guess, weird to me that like a lot of black women who are like a lot of prominent movies with prominent black women, you don't see them, you see, the color of their character, which is a different random color than, what who they are. I don't know, it's just always been a weird sting in my brain of like, you can't be in a popular movie unless you change who you are. And I don't know if that's true, but it does feel like a lot of, especially like black women, have to change something major about themselves. And which I kind of really liked about Wicked was that her hair was in braids. I was really glad that they kind of like kept the braid look. And she looked very herself, just with green paint, green makeup on and whatnot. But her character's green. I'm gonna stop talking now because I don't think I have any other.
Cece's hand was up.
Yeah, Cece, sorry. Go ahead, please.
Oh, I feel like I've noticed this too, like especially even in animated films, like Princess and the Frog. She's literally a
Mhm.
frog 90% of the movie. What about Soul? He's literally a
yeah.
ghost man. Like, and I feel like this has been touched upon that, like, when we have black actors and actresses as main characters, they are never themselves the whole movie.
Mhm. And it's just weird. I've kind of noticed it, and it's uh but you just, when you brought that up, I was just like, oh my goodness, yeah, Rosario Dawson was Ahsoka, but also she had to be someone different. And I get it, that's what the character demanded. The role of that character meant you have to change your place, but you know you don't really see a whole lot of, we're kind of seeing it more now, but especially like in the 2010s, early 2000s, you didn't really see prominent black leads or protagonists without some sort of change to them. So I just wanted to bring that up. It's just weird, just JCAT's tangent. Even questionnaire, but yeah.
I'm not an expert and I shouldn't get a vote in this at all. So I'll just make this quick. But I feel like I've heard, whisperings about when it comes to like people going to movies and like they tried to do, I think, a study on just like, the diversity of the audiences and like what types of films they go to see. And it is usually the white leading films that have the most audience like draw, which is crazy. And so it makes, because my thought process is like, why? What any theories? Like, why are we doing this? Why do we have to give them another color in order for like to draw audiences and make them feel okay that they can identify with that character? Or like, like, why is it that we have to make them a different color in order to humanize them or make them relatable? But I heard that about Soul. Yeah, I had heard that before. Somebody pointed it out about that movie, and it made a lot of sense that it's just like he's a blue blob the whole movie.
Yeah.
And yeah. I don't understand why, but I don't know. I hope that we can get away from that, because it's ironically the whole point of Wicked being that she looks different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which, and I don't know. It's, so thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, it's, I don't know why that is.
Ooh, and the Goofy movie.
No. Get out. Get out. We're cutting you off. We're cutting you off. We're cutting you off.
Oh my god.
What about the Goofy movies, Cece? What about the Goofy movie? No. What about the Goofy movie? Because for some reason, the Goofy movie and its sequel has like been brought back to life in the social zeitgeist for some reason. I don't know why. So why'd you bring up this Goofy movie, ZZ?
Oh, just because I feel like it's literally like one of the blackest Disney movies, and they're all dogs.
I knew you were gonna do this. I knew you were gonna say this. That is,
but I'm not the first person to say it.
I know you're not, but like that's just crazy that that's the first thing that comes to your mind. You're just like, yeah, we're having this really powerful, the Goofy movie. Wow.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 no, no.
So the state of Broadway, the state of the arts, JCAT.
Ooh.
What would
Ooh,
you
this
say is the state of the arts?
I'm scared. We scared.
Just AI on the rise and
Mhm. AI, things getting on Broadway for like 3 days and then immediately closing.
I've been
Um,
seeing media screens on stage too now. Like they have a lot of like
mhm.
that's part of how it used to be like lights, sound, props. It's like media is like sorry, that was my ring finger for anybody who I flipped you off. Media is like a new department in theater, which
Yep.
is crazy too. Like we have
Yep.
a local theater that keeps buying screens to use and they work really good for backgrounds, but at the same
Mhm.
time it's kind of bringing us into this really weird new era.
Yep. Like it's weird to think that like it was weird to see in Wicked this a scrim. Like they had the
Mm,
scrim and I was like, I haven't seen like one of the like I miss scrims. And then all of a sudden it's like LED screens are going to be taking over the backdrops that were used to be painstakingly hand painted. Like
yes.
even talking about the original Wizard of Oz movie, one of the first movies with Technicolor, and those puppies were like weighed 5 tons and heated up the entire set, and they used to paint the murals and all that stuff. And we don't see that anymore in movies, especially on stage anymore. It feels like it's kind of becoming a lost art. Wicked itself was like post mega musical. Like the age of Andrew Lloyd Webber had just kind of ended, and we were kind of moving into new things like Avenue Q and Wicked, and things like in Grease, Rent. All those were kind of shifting a different movement into theater, and now it kind of feels like post Hamilton. Everything is just trying to be TikTok worthy or relatable. So I don't know. The state of the arts is actually maybe destroying the state of our art, state of the art functions and features.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, AI is only half the battle. I mean, the unions are having to fight for writers to get paid fairly, and it's like, how soon will they have just Chat GPT write or
Mm-hmm.
GTP, whatever it is, write up scripts and just pass those out? Like, how soon? How soon do we just get rid of the artists?
But like the same with Broadway, it's just like you're gonna do better having your musical on TikTok than it would on Broadway, because nowadays Broadway is so expensive and there's so
Yeah,
much you have to sell so many tickets out every single day, and rent out space in all the 40 some odd theaters on there, that it's just like not even worth it. People are just like, why would I invest in Broadway when I can just
yeah.
turn on my camera, sing, put on a piano, and have my dog twerking in the background. Got a Tony Award winning musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much. Like a show can be a huge hit and get a lot of notoriety and still the one I keep coming back to, and I'm sure that they'll bring it back soon because of how good it's done. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, I
Mm-hmm.
think, had like a month run or something on Broadway, or something really, really short, but it had just enough time. The audience that hello, audiences that went loved it, raved about it, like blew it up on the internet, because after that show closed, like we still continued to keep hearing about it and the popularity
Mm-hmm.
only grew. What was the show you had named earlier that you said it had only literally like a couple days run or something crazy
Oh,
like that?
the Tammy Faye, I think Elton John was behind, like he did some music for it, and it just closed. It was like,
Yeah.
no. And the funny thing is, like, Beetlejuice, I had like I don't I'm not gonna say that the TV show Wednesday should thank Beetlejuice for existing, but I definitely do kind of think that the Beetlejuice um musical spurred on the Beetlejuice sequel movie that came out just recently, and
Mm-hmm.
like the rise of kind of like the like Addams Family, like bringing those things back. That kind of aesthetic came from that musical because it brought it back. And I definitely would say that it earns its roses, and it should come back on Broadway, because it's inspired a lot more things. But I don't know. It's scary. Cece, what do you got? What are you thinking about with your cheddar cheese rocket?
Yeah, today's sponsor is Trader Joe's cheddar cheese rockets. They taste exactly like goldfish.
Okay.
Wow.
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 What else is there to say?
What else? I think that's a great segue out of this conversation.
This is your chance to be our new sponsor. Call now. Seriously. We're done speaking for Preparation H. It's your turn.
As concerned as we are, I feel like it is good that we're seeing so many musicals hit theaters, like movie theaters. Like,
I agree.
Whether they're marketed as musicals or not, people are going. People are still seeing them. I think the one big flop, because I loved I saw Color Purple, and then there was another one that came out that I missed. But then Wonka came out, and I found out that there's music in that.
Oh yeah,
I did watch that recently. Terrible, hated it.
I also
it.
really
it's a waste of time.
I haven't seen it,
but it's just not. There's no point. There's no reason for it to be made.
Yeah.
I'm a Chalamet stan. I will admit that. Dune, love the Dune movies. Keep it up, Dune. I refuse to watch Wonka. You want to know why I refuse to watch Wonka?
There's several reasons. Pick any.
Well, so I grew up with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Johnny Depp movie.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with that movie, and I was like, this is peak cinema. This is great. And I never knew that there was an original.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah, with Gene Wilder. I never knew about that. And so I went most of my life being like, Charlie the Chocolate Factory, peak cinema, nothing could top this. And then when Wonka was announced, I immediately went into old man JCAT like, no, Charlie, how dare they disgrace my Johnny Depp memories? And so I refuse to watch Wonka on the principle that I still think that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is peak cinema in my brain.
I think that's a great segue because, I was here talking about how Wonka shouldn't have been a musical, probably. Shouldn't have happened at all, but also shouldn't have been a musical. I feel like at least the first song Wonka sings is like in half the time it should be. It should be like 2 times as fast. It should be peppy, upbeat. But no, there are plenty of movies that should have been musicals that I think we could name a few. Does anyone? I mean, JCAT, you were starting strong with the cause. Fighting for the cause of Shrek 2 to also get a musical because Shrek is a musical. You haven't heard. If you haven't heard, Shrek is a musical, and it's actually really good. I had really low expectations the first time I heard about it, but
Shrek 2. Well, hold on. I did hear that the newest not the revival, but they have rewritten Shrek the musical. Like they've changed some stuff, so I heard it's not as good as it. Yeah, I heard that the new staged versions is different than what they filmed and what we grew up with.
Why though?
I don't know.
Is it PC? Times changed enough in the last 10 years ish?
I think so. And I also because of Shrek 5 coming out, I'm sure that they kind of want to change costumes and things like that to kind of match. But speaking of,
you can't stray from the original. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I did the same thing when I heard that Wonka was coming out. Don't stray from the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I would love to see Shrek 2 be a musical, a stage musical, because it's the fairy godmother is imagine Christian Chenoweth being the fairy godmother, being a villainous fairy godmother. Yes,
I would pay so much money. I would pay so much money.
Pick someone crazy like Susan Sarandon, or just pick a diva. I don't know.
Bernadette Peters. Bernadette Peters. Bring her back. And then having hey, Jonathan Bailey did so great. I would love to see him be Prince Charming in Shrek 2. He would kill it. But Shrek 2 is such a great, imagine the transformation that could happen from the Shrek makeup to the human makeup. I just, there's a lot of possibilities that you could do. I just love the Shrek 2 soundtrack. It's like my comfort soundtrack. So I think it would be great.
I think we do need a choral arrangement of I Need a Hero or Holding Out for a Hero.
Yes.
I love that song.
There's just so much crazy crap in 2, though, that like, how would they do the giant gingerbread man? How would they do, fairy godmother flying around?
I would say puppeting. You could do for the giant the giant gingerbread, like mechanical puppets. Like they did King Kong. They had King Kong be a musical. Why can't
That's fair.
Shrek 2 be a musical?
Okay.
They have the technology.
I was more posing a question than fighting you. Just so you know.
My
I was
bad,
more
my
like,
bad,
how
my
do you
bad.
accomplish all of because fairy godmother, even just the flying alone in the the flying
Right.
limousine going through the fake McDonald's or whatever, and
like all of the frog.
Yes, the king turning into the frog. Yes, all of the transformations. Donkey is a horse, but I think there's a race at some point. He's on Donkey's horseback.
I think if they brought all the great Broadway minds together, they could do it. They could absolutely do it. Another one that should be a musical. Why isn't Emperor's New Groove brought a stage musical?
Oh.
Come on, Disney. I know Hercules is on the West End.
At least a junior musical.
Yeah, a junior.
Yeah.
Well, Yzma, put someone in purple.
For real.
Can
you imagine kids playing Kronk?
The little muscles, like those fake plushy muscles. Oh my god.
2 kids in a llama costume.
You were in the back the whole time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Carson ate a lot of burritos. Oh my gosh. Cece, any movies that should have been musicals or could have been?
I feel like Coraline could be a musical.
I just had a conversation with somebody about
like Nightmare Before Christmas vibes. Like I feel like it could be so dark and spooky, especially if they did it more based off of kind of like the book more than the actual movie that's already out. Because I think the movie that is like very well done. I really like the movie. I know we have comments on the type of animation the movie is, but I feel like it could be cool.
I don't like Coraline, but I think because there are so many dark, edgy musicals like that, like Heathers has done well recently, Beetlejuice has done well. A lot of like darker, edgier musicals have done well. I think Coraline is one that people would go see, and I think it could translate well if there's good music. But I wouldn't see it because I hate Coraline.
Yeah,
I saw Coraline 3D.
Oh. And you know what? You probably watched it with the real 3D glasses, the ones without the. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're what's wrong with the arts today.
I will say I didn't need to see it in 3D. Like I was really excited to go see it because I love Coraline. I think it has a really like special place in my heart because it brings like other connections to my life like from it. But
yeah.
I saw it in 3D and like
it changed your life.
No, it didn't do anything more for me.
Oh,
really
so maybe it shouldn't be a musical.
No, I think it would be really good as a musical still.
Fine.
But on stage,
I want to wrap us up with an absolute. This could be a yes or a hard no from everyone else in the group. But I really think that Austin Powers Goldmember could have been a musical.
I haven't
and I want
seen
you to
Austin.
stop and think about it.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I haven't seen
the bedroom scene. I'm just picturing dancing around.
maybe
I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't.
You. No, JCAT, you're so innocent. Your little heart. No. Austin Powers, it already is so funny. And I feel like once again, there are musicals in the vein. Like there have been a lot of like parodies and spoof musicals recently. Like Like small groups of people have been making fun of, like, there was one that did Scream, and then another one. Oh God. But point being, sorry, I remembered. It's they did Silence of the Lambs as a parody musical called Silence. The music is really like it's yikes. It's a rated R musical. But I'm just saying, if there's a genre for like these dark comedy musicals, I think then, I mean, not that Austin Powers is dark, but I think it's out there. And I think if we can make Shrek a musical, and if we can make Silence of the Lambs a musical, we can make Austin Powers Goldmember a music,al and that
can
is my
I
piece. No,
I no I think a parody musical would be fun. I think that would be a good thing to have on, especially in theater today. I think if it can be a meme, it can rule, it can make money. So I haven't seen the movie, but I agree with you. Can I say that I wish Bohemian Rhapsody wasn't considered or wasn't a musical movie? Could I say that?
Thank you for being brave enough to say that out loud. Thank you.
Could I say that? Because I think I wanted to go see a Queen movie that was about Queen, and like really about how
a biopic.
Yeah, a biopic, not a musical. And I got a musical a movie that was really trying to be a musical and not a biopic of what I wanted to see. So that's what I would say should not have been a musical.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I think thinking back to that time, that came around the time that Rocket Man came out too. And I feel like people really were on this fence of like, you can only like one. Like some people, or they only saw one. So they only saw Bohemian Rhapsody and they're like, well, it's got to be better than Rocket Man. And then some people saw Rocket Man and they're like, yeah, forget Bohemian Rhapsody. And I think there's a world where you can like both, but it's just funny because they came out at the same time and everyone had a hard stance. Like, no, not Rocket Man. And I'm like, first of all, you're wrong, but that should have made it into my list of top musicals. Honestly, Rocket Man was really good. I saw it in
Rocket Man is really, really good. I loved Rocket Man. Some people might say that Straight Outta Compton is a movie musical, and I haven't seen it in a while to like reassess. I enjoyed it the first time. Wouldn't say it's like my favorite, but maybe that also shouldn't have been how it went. I think they could have.
No,
they probably could have done like a little bit better movie that was more about the drama of being, a Black artist in America in the West. But I think they focus a lot on like the music because it was nostalgic. But yeah. Those are my hot takes. Sorry.
I want to say one last thing about Austin Powers Goldmember being a musical. I would just like to remind everybody that is the Austin Powers movie in which Dr. Evil sings Hard Knock Life in prison with Mini-Me, and that's iconic enough to be a musical number on its own. I think there is another musical number in that movie. So just whoever is willing to make that dream come true. But you like you said, parodied as well. And Austin Powers is a parody of James Bond. So, I mean, it wouldn't be a parody of Austin Powers. Austin Powers already is the parody. But yeah, anyways, sorry. That's my tangent. That's my soapbox about Austin Powers, the musical.
I love the how set your heart is on this.
Yeah!
Cece, do you have something that shouldn't have been a musical?
Should or shouldn't have? We did say should or could.
Oh, should not have been a musical.
I had the one that I think should. I don't know if I feel like I agreed really hard with the Wonka movie. I think that one was. I was just like, yeah, no, cut it. Cut it.
So unnecessary.
Yeah.
Sorry, Timmy. Sorry.
I don't really have any that I'm just like I don't really feel like I have any other ones. Oh, wait, we were talking about the Joker movie.
A Folie à Deux or something like that. Yeah, it's
I think I haven't seen it, but from what I've read, I think they missed out on an opportunity to make the movie make sense for being a musical. I think they missed out on that. And I think there's a lot of cool ways, especially comic wise, where they could have made the musical aspect creepy and really cool and make sense. Because I listened to Lady Gaga's newer album, and it's like a very jazz heavy rendition of gospel songs and like different other spirituals and things like that. And I was like, okay, cool. This is not the vibe I thought you would have for this movie, but all right. So I think they could have done it better, but I don't think they did it well. So it should not have been a musical. If they're not going to put the effort in for it, then no.
I heard that the guy who did the first Joker didn't want to make a second Joker, and that him making it a musical was his revenge for them making him do a second one. I don't know if it's true. That's what I heard. And everyone I talked to was really upset that it just didn't make sense for it to be a musical.
They got the message. I think the executives and the producers got the message. They're like, we're not. No, thank you.
I don't think it's a good idea to genre bend. They start with one thing that people really liked, and they took it in the complete from. A musical is not what I would think would come from the first Joker movie. You know what I mean? So to me, that means it's the complete opposite. It's like that is not what they came for the first time, and I don't think that's what's going to get them in the door the second time. So I hope they lost money.
I think they did. I am not against the idea of genre bending if it makes sense in the universe or makes sense for the movie itself. Like I'm not going to say that, Wicked Part 2 needs to be in the vein of Mission Impossible, because but maybe it does. But like genre bending can be good. I just think that was a really bad example of doing it and trying to pull it off. So thank you, Cece, for bringing it back to the
thank you, Cece.
Yeah, the bare necessities.
You know what should be made into a movie musical?
What?
Dysentery, the improv musical.
Oh my god!
Giddy Gigmeisters jukebox dysentery musical. I can't believe they haven't made it into a feature yet.
That's why we're on the campaign trail to
right. Get your wallets out.
So look for Dysentery, the Movical, coming to a bathroom stall near you. That's right. We're putting TVs in bathroom stalls now, peoples. Look for
JCAT finger.
No.
Do the finger.
I actually choked. I just choked.
Do the finger while we're still You choked on dysentery?
I literally was choking. Julia was like, do the finger as I'm dying.
Good job, guys. I think that's a good screen grab. That's why I wanted it.
Oh my gosh. Well, before I die, how about we do our famous last word?
We got the last laugh, but now it's time for famous last words. Oh god, I forgot.
I have mine.
Then you should go first.
My famous last words. So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. Elphaba said as she sang.
Oh, we should all do wicked famous last words.
That's what I thought we were doing.
Okay,
that's what I thought. I thought that was the assignment.
Oh, okay. I have one. Something that she said in the movie. It was a Galinda quote. And it was just because that's your secret about yourself doesn't make it a fact or doesn't make it true. So she says something like it's my fault, like blah blah blah. She put it on herself, something on herself that really wasn't her, and that was supposed to be her deep dark secret about herself. But oh my god, that really got me. It was like the tiniest little line. It just like they didn't spend a ton of time on it, but yeah, it was.
And the way that Ariana delivered it too, like to her delivery, yeah, that was really great.
Yes, so good.
Just because it's fitting for us choreographers, it's just life. So keep dancing through. Cat hanging from tree.
Just dance in there?
What was it? They were like when they came. That's what they did to us. They did that at the camera. They did this and they stopped.
Yes.
Oh my god, is that the dance move from that movie Wicked? I saw that movie Wicked. And they were doing that body jerking stuff.
Hit it, kids.
Hit it.
This is the new TikTok trend dance.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Giddy Gigmeisters talking about Movicals. Join us next time for an exclusive interview with Kale Klein to talk about casting directors. Giggity Giggers out!
Thanks for listening to the Giddy Gigmeisters podcast.
Over already? I know, I'm bummed too. I hate waiting for content to drop on Mondays. Ooh.
Hey, don't worry. Here's another clip to hold you over until next Monday. Until then, keep staying giddy.
I just want someone to look at me like Jonathan Bailey looks at Elphaba at train stations.
Dang.
That was my favorite. Because he was like looking at her and then he just pivoted and still stared at her and Ariana Grande was like, hey. All right, well, that was...
Is that Glenn Powell or
yeah,
is that going in?
No.
Are you going to share that with him?
No.
Thanks for listening to the Giddy Gigmeisters podcast.